Hi Gemini, this is Mia, your mystic therapist, and I am here to do your tarot reading for the next 4 weeks, honey. It is Mercury retrograde coming up, okay? So I know that the energy has been quite interesting for you. So we are doing your reading first today. Now, let's get started. With your past energy, what I am seeing is that you are feeling a little depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see that it's possible that you have been spending some time isolating, spending some time alone, and obviously with your head in the clouds, kind of confused about where should you focus at this time. Should I focus on love? Should I focus on money? Should I focus on the chaos going on? Should I focus on people who have betrayed me? Should I focus on injustice? There were so many different things that you could focus on, and it was feeling kind of overwhelming. So I'm seeing that instead of taking action on the things, as much as you wanted to, you were just really feeling disheartened because you didn't know like where to go and what to do. It looks like you've been just really dealing with some isolation and depression and feelings of loneliness. I just want to say, usually with the Hermit card, although when I see it, it makes me think of like spending time alone and feeling depressed. That's usually the time that we tend to connect with spirit the most. So maybe you kind of needed this isolation time to kind of go through an internal transformation so that you can be clear on where you're moving forward in the future, right? So in your current energy, I'm seeing that you are keeping an eye out on a soulmate. So part of me is wondering if you guys have been watching tarot readings about a soulmate, if you guys have been watching a social media of a soulmate. I'm curious as to if this is a soulmate that's no longer with you, or this is a soulmate who you're connected to, but maybe you're not fully seeing eye to eye. You know that this person was destined to come into your life for some specific reason, but it looks like the communication isn't 1,000%, because if it was, you wouldn't feel the need to kind of be in a Page of Swords energy. There's an energy of a desire to communicate, but feeling defensive at the same time, feeling like it's not a safe thing to do. But I do see that you do have memories about the love that you shared. And if you are still with the person, maybe you have memories of when it was really good between y'all. Maybe in some way, shape, or form, you're feeling like you can't fully, I don't want to say can't trust them because of cheating or anything like that, but you're just feeling a little defensive towards them and feeling like you got to keep an eye on them and just watch them. I do see in the future that when it comes to love, there is a deep desire, Gemini, for you to have total emotional fulfillment in a relationship. But I do see that in the future you will be grieving the fact that you're not experiencing it the way that you would prefer it to. Maybe in some way, shape, or form, you feel like you've been hurt in love quite a bit. I am seeing a lot of past energy with this Three of Swords. So maybe in the past, you have been abandoned or rejected, or I don't want to say abused, maybe not physically abused, but just abused, and something about you maybe just was abused. Maybe your love was taken for granted or something like that, or maybe you weren't really fully open to love and it manifested in the relationship. But I do see that with this Venus in retrograde, it looks like this has been really challenging for y'all, because you're being forced to kind of look at your past relationships and look at maybe your current relationship and noticing what is getting in the way of you having that true emotional fulfillment that you desire in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's difficult. I get it. But the advice card for you here, you have the Three of Pentacles. So it's saying to collaborate with others right now. So be open to collaboration. I know that you have been isolating a little bit, but it may be time to work with a therapist, honestly. Working with your spirit guides, be open to seeking support in this area. If you feel like when it comes to love and relationships, you've been having a difficult time, please don't hesitate to reach out for support. Whether that's in regards to, like I said, a therapist, I highly recommend getting a therapist. I'm just looking, maybe even an art therapist. If a lot of you like to do art stuff, I would recommend even doing an art therapy or art therapist as well. And I am a therapist as well. So if y'all would like to book a session with me, I'm a creative arts therapist. Feel free to get a personal reading, a personal session with me. But I do want to let you know, let's be honest, Gemini, We have the Queen of Pentacles, which is also telling you to focus on your money and securing your stability and your wealth and finances. And that is something that you have been actively working on doing. But I'm just seeing that that just has not been enough for you. Like, you're like, okay, money is important, but it's not everything. Like, love really makes me feel alive. Love sets my soul on fire. Love sets my heart on fire. I want to have peace in my relationships. I want to have love in my life. I want to have peaceful, harmonious relationships. And so here's something that I want to share with you as it comes towards, having is evidence of wanting. So if in your love life right now, it's not looking the way you want it to look, I want you to take a moment and really remember that, we are creating our reality with our subconscious belief systems. So I want you to be mindful. Is there somewhere in your subconscious mind that believes that, number one, maybe you're not worthy of love for some reason? Number two, maybe you have a belief that you can't have love for some reason, right? Number three, maybe you believe that, who knows? I don't know. I think this is really for you. You got to look at your belief systems, because remember, having is evidence of wanting. So, if your relationships, if your romantic relationships, if your love life isn't exactly what you wanted it to be right now, what are you creating in your mind? Are your fears getting the best of you? Are you rejecting other people before they reject you? Do you have a belief that you can't trust? Do you have a belief that you can't feel safe? Do you abandon people before they abandon you? What are those feelings and thoughts that are coming up in your subconscious mind? Because the only way to change your reality is to change your thoughts, right? And remember, this is going to require some meditation, right? This is going to require you tapping into the subconscious realm. It's very easy to sit there and think, oh no, I don't have those thoughts. But remember, you're only conscious of 5% of your brain's activity. That 95% is purely subconscious. And to tap into that, you either need to do some journaling, work with a therapist, or do some meditation, right? So I want you to do some shadow work around love and relationships, because, let's be honest, I'm seeing here that yes, money is important to you, but it's really not enough. Like, look at this Queen of Pentacles, how it's like, okay, I got this coin right now, but this is not fulfilling. And then this energy of like, okay, 10 of Cups, total emotional fulfillment, but I feel heartbreak around this energy. What do you need to change? Number one, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. You know what I'm saying? Where are you trying to hold on to control? Love is not a super logical experience. Love is something that comes from the heart and the soul. So you need to bring God and the goddess and therapy and all sorts of things in your love life, because let's be honest, the person who you choose to be with is going to be a big factor on your quality of life. Are they, there's so much that we can talk about when it comes to this. Are they peaceful? Do they make you feel safe? They will dictate so many things, how long you live, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to love, don't just think, oh no, this relationship didn't work out, blah, blah, blah. Remember, this is a big deal. So invest in the support that you need to make your love life go the way you want it to go, okay? In addition to that, it says pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So as you are dating, if you are in a relationship, don't gloss over things that are telling you that something's wrong, right? Don't gloss over that. Pay attention to that. If you are single and you are going out to be dating, never allow desperation to have you fall into the wrong arms. Pay attention to the red flags. Take your time, and remember, seek support when it comes to this aspects of your life. So some things that will help you to navigate this next season of your life is, number one, curiosity. Start a project related to something that you're curious about. Working out. You need a physical outlet to release some of these emotions. Understanding that most likely the reason why you're having these challenges in relationships and love is because there is a part of your heart that is really, really guarded. Number five, relying on your friendships, your social support, right? And then last but not least, connecting to your grandparents. You have a special bond with a grandparent that can never be broken. If this grandparent may be on the other side, honestly, so really do an ancestor altar and connect with your ancestors to work through some of your challenges. All right, love you.